Hello, small groups. I really hope this time together is bringing you closer to each other and deeper in discipleship. Today, we get to talk about something that is a unique challenge for all of those who show mercy to others: being pure in heart. Again, let's review quickly how we got here. The first 4 Beatitudes were all about preparing us to make a difference in other people's lives. We turned from our sin and received the free gift of forgiveness from Jesus. We mourned the broken state of the world and resolved to humble ourselves, becoming more meek, gentle, and embracing a more simple life. The whole while a fire began burning in our hearts for the sake of those who so desperately need to know the real love, real truth, and real forgiveness. So we did it. We put ourselves aside and showed mercy to others. Maybe it was someone caught in the trap of the broken world. Maybe it was someone who needed to know that you forgave them. Maybe it was someone who was forgotten and disdained by the world, and you just showed love to them. Whatever it was, you showed mercy as a reflection of the mercy Jesus has shown to you. Now, let's live in the hypothetical. Let's just say that you show mercy to people and it's wildly successful. It expands and people all over the place are being helped by what you've started. In fact, people start coming to you as the expert on how best to help these people. Everyone around knows you as the one who's made this tremendous difference. After being showered with praise for being so merciful, you might be tempted to think that you're pretty awesome. No, seriously. You are God's gift to all these people. And it would be good if everyone knew just how tremendously marvelous you are at helping these people. That should come with a pay raise, too. A book deal. Or do we just skip straight to the documentary? This is where our next beatitude comes in. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. The concept is very simple. Our actions of mercy must be accompanied by a heart that is purely devoted to those to whom we have mercy. When our interests become divided between ourselves and those who we seek to love, our witness to Jesus becomes muddied and we risk losing everything we seek to gain by showing mercy. Jesus wants us to be pure, the same on the outside as we are on the inside. This one really sneaks up on us because it happens as a result of our showing mercy. When we show true, selfless devotion to people and seek what is best for them, good things are likely to happen. Lives are changed. People come to see Jesus and are saved. Seriously, it's awesome. Well, along the way, you could begin to ask yourself, what's in it for me? We start to feel like we deserve some praise or extra compensation or a higher position because of our good deeds. Once we make the turn toward wanting things for ourselves, rather than focusing on those who need mercy, we've lost the original motivation for showing mercy. Rather than being poor in spirit, like we saw in the first beatitude, we begin to think we are rich in spirit. We think highly of ourselves, become proud or even arrogant, and we forget that we are no better than those we serve. We forget that it was only by the grace of God that we are saved. We forget God has called us to serve, not be served. We see this all the time. Think of these organizations that start off as making a huge difference in the lives of those who need it. They become big and famous, and then you begin to find out that people are getting rich on the side, or that you can't see this organization without seeing the face of the founder, or you find that the leader ended up treating all the people poorly or had some indiscretion. It happens with big operations, but also on the individual level. We are all prone to this kind of temptation. It's just so easy to make it about us, rather than being merciful to others. Now, it's important to know that this isn't the end of the road for us. It is, however, a fair warning to show us one of the greatest pitfalls for every follower of Jesus. It's like Jesus is showing us that the narrow way behind him has a lot of exits labeled rich in spirit that are very easy to take. We are fortunate that the very same entrance ramp to the narrow way puts us back on the narrow way. Repentance, being poor in spirit, asking for forgiveness, receiving forgiveness, charting a new path behind Jesus. It's all the same. Even mature followers of Jesus need to know we are forgiven when we fall. The end of this beatitude concludes by saying, "For they shall see God." That's strange because we can't literally see God. This passage speaks about seeing God in a figurative sense. What are we looking at when we have an impure heart? We're not looking at the people we're trying to help anymore. Rather than seeing God at work through us and in the world around us, we only see ourselves. Then it becomes about us rather than them. With a pure heart, we can see God at work through the mercy of his people. Without our own selfish ambitions getting in the way, we can better see God's intent for the world. It's almost as if God turned on the lights and we could suddenly see both the beauty of God's interdependent creation and how sin has so deeply corrupted it. With eyes wide open, we can see how important it is to remain humble as God uses us to show mercy to others. Take some time to talk this out. Be honest about your impure motivations for helping people. It might just allow you to see God.